Hello, friends and denizens of the internet. I am Sergeant Thud, though for this particular little project I will probably just be going by my actual name of John because that's what these fools I've coerced into doing this with me know me as. Sitting here along with me is Matthias.
Who the hell are you?
Frog.
Ribbit.
And Ruin.
Try harder.
Welcome aboard, everyone, to the sinking ship that is the JRPG.
The RPG. What an art form it was.
Was.
It has seen better days, I can tell you that.
We had the funeral. We had the funeral a few weeks ago. It was very nice. There were champagne and drinks afterwards.
Anyway, what I've got today is what I consider to be a somewhat overlooked and underrated RPG that was released for the Xbox 360, which is probably why it is something of an overlooked, underrated JRPG.
I was going to say, you answered your own question there.
You really did.
I know. But today, I'm going to be playing Lost Odyssey. It is a game I really enjoy pretty much almost entirely because it does a lot of things actually different from the genre. It's got a cast comprised almost entirely of adult characters. There are still children characters. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about that. But I don't know. It feels like a unique experience, despite being made by the brains behind Final Fantasy and carrying over a lot of the elements of Final Fantasy. But I feel like it's probably better to just show rather than tell. So, with that said, let's have a go.
And we will travel down this long, winding path together.
Into the abyss.
Into the abyss we go.
But nobody has the Covenant equipped.
Well, so far that's accurate.
Our first reference, guys.
That took no time at all.
Nope.
The frog is kind of a spout of references.
It's all he knows.
It's all he knows.
Old
It's all
Frogger.
in-
He started playing video games one day, and then they couldn't shut him up.
You act like we're all any different.
No, you're really not. Why do I hang out with you people again?
Because I'm your ideas, man.
Because we're
Crap. Why do I get ideas from a frog?
I'm pretty
we're all
sure.
you have.
I'm pretty sure I'm coercing you with money at this point.
Kime.
Yep.
What are we playing here? Kime.
We're playing Lost Odyssey, I just said.
Yeah. So I know pretty much only one thing about this game, and that's this opening cutscene. I have seen it before, and I like to call it the Battle of Stupid Hats.
I can watch this 20 times and then never stops being funny.
I mean,
I love their hats.
look at
Their hats are
those.
silly.
Their hats are
You
so
can wear them
great.
on. You can wear them on a keychain. And then
And there's the sword launchers.
why are they shooting swords and not arrows?
They're not shooting swords, they are literally throwing.
Why are they shooting swords?
And these guys have like Mecha Abe Lincoln hats.
Why are they throwing swords and not shooting arrows?
I think those helmets remind me of like
they do. They have stovepipe hats
yeah.
for war.
Although these hats give off like a faint similarity to like the Lois helmets from Dark Souls 2. They give me that vibe.
Now the keychain are back. Don't give up, keychain knights.
There's actually some pretty brutal fighting though for all the jokes we're making about the hats. This is
Oh, but then we're
What's
gonna
going
get.
on here?
what?
What are those things? Are those mechs?
Those are my favorite siege weapons. It's a water tower with a sword.
But you can't forget the dodgers. You can't.
What the?
Yeah.
It's a giant dick tower.
It's a dick tower.
They're smashing people. They're
It
smashing
smushes
people
things
with
with
their
its
giant.
dick.
Yep.
Smash the water tower with its dick.
I like
Sorry,
the
this
little.
is giving me voice.
I like the little legs like struggling, like oh god.
It's cute in a very pathetic
The
way.
Link gave Link Knights.
Oh my
And
god.
revive man.
Oh. They have tactical healers.
Tactical revivers.
They have tactical healers. They actually brought revive magic to a war.
Holy shit! Some of
Revive
these.
magic connected to a giant mortar tower.
They're literally lobbing life.
They're lobbing life from these conduits. I have to imagine those conduits take a
this
lot
game
since
has
there's...
ideas. Ideas.
Hey, shut up! We got a protagonist.
Oh, look, this guy's not wearing a shirt. He must be the protagonist. What the hell? He's not gonna die from that.
No.
Do these guys
because
have big heads?
No.
No,
Makes
they
sense.
don't actually. That stab to the helmet would have missed the guy's head completely.
I think it just knocked him unconscious. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it.
I'm kind of distracted by the
Yes.
gaping back hole.
It was a little dramatic for a knock unconscious. Oh. Dominoes!
If done right, it could knock him unconscious. I never said it was a guarantee. It would definitely cause him to become disoriented, if nothing else.
Ooh, gameplay.
At best, he's disoriented. At worst, he's unconscious. Let's put it that way.
Yep, and then it transitions directly from cutscene into the first battle to show you how to battle.
That's an unambitious UI.
I do like the transitions in this. They're usually pretty good. I also like the fact that you're fighting a whole bunch of soldiers, but as you'll see, it's not really an issue.
Quick question that you may choose or not to explain at this point. What is PGC up in the upper right corner?
That is something that will not become relevant until we have a party of more than 2 people.
Okay.
That just like
It has to do with the row system.
I like how it's just
Does one enemy count for 3 soldiers?
The way it works in this particular fight, and I believe only this particular fight, is if you attack a soldier and there's one directly next to him, you'll hit both.
Oh,
That pretty much never comes up again.
that's kind of wasted. Oh,
Yeah, but at the same time, these guys
beautiful back.
are only a threat if they hit you from behind, and even then they do 5.
Them Wild Arms 3 mechanics, son.
I know I mentioned this before, but holy crap, that gaping back hole, it's just so distracting.
Ah, his skin looks so smooth though.
It's so pretty and smooth.
Oh, do you fight a dick tower?
You fight a dick tower. It's the first boss of the game.
I love
It's more
it.
of a tutorial boss than anything.
Oh. Do you fight like a cyber dick tower later?
Oh, unfortunately.
Oh.
The water towers with swords and the dick towers will never be seen again after this cutscene.
What?
Yeah, he
This is
blocked
the only
fire.
time. This is the only time you see them.
Does this game just not? Is this just the highest point for the game?
No, actually, it has plenty of other things. It's
Oh
just
god, just look at his lips. They're so kissable.
He has a pretty face. The prettiest face.
So, John, just to further the dick illusion, then you're hitting it with these left and right things.
With great balls of fire.
We're just smacking it in the testicles.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But the gimmick to this fight is that you have to alternate sides. If you attack the same side twice, you'll do significantly less damage to it the second time.
Well, of course, you can't just stroke one ball. You got to stroke them both evenly.
This entire thing.
I like how it closes up. I like how it closes up on his face each time, but his expression never changes.
He's readying it.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, we know where this is going.
Things are getting intense here.
he is excited.
Yep.
Oh. He got smushed.
I love the fact that he just tanks that with his face.
He blocked
It's
it.
what he's the best
Blocked
at
it with
carrying
his
things
face.
with. His face.
I would like to point out as a positive note, I like that the war is going on in the background, including the revival tower still going.
You can see them occasionally lobbing a heal spell into the crowd.
Be nice if we got some of that.
We don't need it.
Oh yeah,
As-
that's true.
As long as you alternate sides and don't basically do it wrong, you'll kill this thing before it can kill you.
Oh okay.
You do have.
Like it's designed that way. Like
It is
the way
designed that way.
It's just more designed to tell you that strategy exists in some capacity.
It's basically there to tell you that sometimes you can't just spam the attack button.
You have to play things kind of smart, which is cool.
But see, it'll raise the blade up again, but it's
He has
only
a
got one
torch,
hit
yeah.
left. And once you destroy both the cannons, the fight's over because it no longer has anything to attack you with.
And
Other
it
than
can't,
the blade.
and it can't keep it up.
Yep. It can no longer keep it up.
One and done. Oh, he's smiling though.
He's so happy to see you.
It doesn't look
I
like
have
it.
so many questions about this. design, but I can only wonder if they're intentional.
I honestly could not tell you.
We're going for the anime finisher. Going for the anime finisher. Oh.
Yeah. You know what you know what sport Kime would be really good at? Basketball.
Probably, yeah.
I know exactly why you said that, and I haven't even gotten around to explaining that yet.
Nope.
This.
He looks like a great basketball player too.
I'll explain it later because ridiculous things are about to happen. So
actually, you joke about that. You joke about that frog, but he actually can kind of look like Steve Nash depending on the angle.
Oh, he's so pretty.
But you know what's not gonna be pretty?
Wait. Oh. A bad thing's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Why is there a volcano in the sky?
That's a good question. I'm sure the soldiers are wondering that too.
As they get melted by the lava and the rocks.
Run! Oh, that guy got smushed.
No, there are not gonna be a lot of survivors here.
Oh, they melted.
Was that guy a wolf guy?
Was that it?
Yes, the Kent soldiers, the ones with the stovepipe hats, are actually beastmen.
Oh, I thought I heard a wolf
There is
howl.
virtually no indication of that until you see one of them melt.
No, I did think I heard a wolf howl earlier.
Do you get it? Do you get one of them in your party or something?
You do not.
Oh.
The Kent soldiers and citizens are basically irrelevant to the plot until about 2/3 in at this point.
That's odd.
It's strange, for
They're
sure.
pretty much here for the beginning, and you'll hear about them again later.
That's odd. Normally in a JRPG they kind of push the non-human race in some capacity.
Not really in this one, no.
Because there's a much bigger focus, right? And it specifically has to do with the person that's going to show up at the end of this cutscene.
Yep.
You mean
Are
that?
they the? Oh.
Well, he
Hey,
tanked
look.
it.
He's okay.
Perfectly okay.
He has plot armor.
Yeah, I guess so. The plot armor keeps your midriff nice and safe.
It keeps your skin smooth.
There's also the fact that
There's
it's not really a spoiler to say because the menu will spoil it, but Kime is immortal.
Oh, right.
So if he's immortal,
which kind of immortal is he though? Is he like the Bakano kind of immortal where he can like explode and just reform?
You saw him get hit by a blast wave from lava from the sky, and he just kind of stood back up.
Okay.
He is literally immortal. He cannot die.
But can
So-
he age?
He also cannot age. He's been alive for 1,000 years.
Oh.
So if he's
okay.
immortal, though, is there really any risk to combat?
There is, and I'll explain that when we get there.
Okay.
Nice job with the geometry there.
You'll see me do that a lot because the geometry, they did very detailed maps and tried to make them look like they weren't quite boxed off. But the result is that sometimes you don't realize where you can and can't walk.
But I imagine that's why the mini-map is there, right?
It is, but it's easy to forget the minimap.
Why do people forget mini-maps? They're there! You can see them!
To be fair,
Mini-maps are so pure and innocent.
To be fair, Frog, I just now noticed the mini-map only when you mentioned it.
Anyway, first legitimate battle in which you're in control and not scripted and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, is it Zombie Dog?
It's against zombie dogs. They're not a
Oh.
threat whatsoever. They can just kind of shamble at you and slap you with their sword.
Oh, poor Zombie Dog.
This is an enemy that you'll only see in this area. They will never show up again. They're called insane soldiers.
Why
They-
insane them?
They look kind of melted.
You'd think zombified or reanimated or something would have worked. No,
Revenant,
A lot of words, honestly.
anything
shambling.
anything other than insane, honestly.
Insane was very poor wording. I have to imagine it was some kind of localization choice or something.
Maybe it just has some deep meaning we don't understand.
Like taking candy from a baby.
Wait, that's
Like
the,
taking
that's,
candy from a
that's the
baby?
victory team.
Apparently,
Really?
that's what he felt. That's what he felt was necessary to compare zombie soldiers to.
Does Kime kill zombie babies for their candy?
No,
That's
Kime
fair.
Is he banned from Halloween?
I do want to point out though that standing on the lava in this area actually
Right.
will hurt you.
I just like to point out the victory music. That's the victory music. That's kind of
Yeah.
geeky.
Meanwhile, we bump into a water tower and it knocks the thing next to it down.
That's
Good
probably
bumps.
because that was the blade of the
time.
water tower or something, maybe.
Anyway, important thing. This is a major mechanic of the battle system. It's called the target rings. It's basically timed hits. You initiate an attack,
Okay.
down the shoulder button, and you let it go when the
Time
rings
hit?
overlap.
Do we know about timed hits?
We do now.
We're tough now.
Now,
The
The
thing,
Koopas won't mess with us.
Mario knows about timed hits.
oh Jesus Christ!
so basically the way this works is you get rings as a sort of accessory, and what they do is they give you a bonus effect to your attacks. If you land a perfect on your timed hit, you get the full attack.
So some rings will have like bonus damage or
Yeah.
bonus element or something.
The bruiser ring we just picked up is a slight increase to attack damage. I want to say it's about a 10% boost. So if you get a
Yeah.
perfect, you get a full 10%. If you get a good, you get like 6 or 7% or something like that. If you get a bad, you just don't get the ring effect.
And you start with a platinum sword. Jesus, this game doesn't fuck around.
Okay, I also want to point out the stats. All of them are fairly self-explanatory except for attack time and casting time. The lower
Nice.
the number on those, the faster the character is at them.
That makes sense.
So turn order.
It's for turn order, yes, but it does mean that Kaim is slower at casting than he is attacking.
So now for rings, is there like a crafting system to them? An
There
upgrading
is,
system?
there is.
Or do
That
you
will
just
act-
find new ones?
you do both actually.
Okay.
There is a crafting system. It actually will show up at the end of this update.
Okay.
There's
this,
the item
this-
screen.
This isn't live, people. This is post.
It's always-
We're sorry. We're frauds.
The most fraudulent.
This
We
is a
spoiled
menu.
the magic.
This is a menu I really like, though. It's the heal menu. What it does is it just separates all of your healing spells and items out.
That's very useful.
So if you want to heal, you just go to that, and there's all the stuff you need.
It's super convenient.
This is your skill setup, everything. That won't really become relevant until a couple updates from now.
Right.
Magic, there are 3 types of magic, 8 levels of each, 4 spells for each level.
Okay.
We don't have any of it right now because we don't have any
Can
spellcasters.
can anyone learn any spell?
It's hard to explain. The way the skills work in this game is a little different.
Okay.
I'll explain it when we get there.
Right.
Quick
It'll be a
question.
thing.
Quick question based off the formation screen that you showed a little bit ago. How many people can you have up to, like, how many people can you have in one party?
You can have 5 people in your active party.
Okay,
Okay.
And
nice
there's
job
me
on
running
the
into
map.
Geometry
Yeah.
again.
Now, you mentioned that. Oh, I mean, we saw that Kaim is immortal. So, is he the only? Is he going to be the only immortal, or is everyone in the party that?
Not everyone in the party is immortal, but he is not the only one who is.
Okay. Oh, we got more. We got more crazy dogs.
Or crazy dogs. See,
Crazy dogs.
I got a bad during that and did the exact same damage I did with those attacks before I got the ring.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, I don't have the most perfect timing in the world. I will get a lot of goods
That's all we can ask. That's all we can ask you.
because
I-
the timing for getting a perfect is. It feels a bit awkward until you really get a feel for it, and I feel like the sound cue is actually a little bit better. That zooming sound it makes.
It's
Is
a
it
learn-
misleading?
It's a learning process.
No, it's not so much misleading. It's basically that sound cue kind of goes. You want to drop. You want to let go of the button. Basically, at the
Angel.
bottom of that sound.
Is an angel's plume the reviving item?
It is. The items and spells and general and naming conventions of this game are not the most creative thing.
You think we would have you think we would have figured that out with, insane Kent soldiers
No,
for
see, that-
zombie dogs?
See, that seems like a mistranslation. What I'm talking about is the fact that you've got skills that are special attacks with names like Power Hit, Double Hit, Ultimate Hit.
Oh, that's
special.
that's just very
Now
special.
this nameplate you picked up.
The
it's-
nameplate, that is the first key item you'll find.
Ah,
That
okay.
is used for a extremely easy to miss side quest that I almost forget to do.
Are you warning us that you forgot it, or did you?
No,
actually...
I remember to do it. I remember to do it, but it causes me to get halfway to my objective at one point, turn around and run back.
Gotcha.
Is this side quest like amount to anything, or is
You
it
get
just like a little? Do you get just a little dealy boo?
You get some crafting items out of it.
Oh, that's a flimsy box.
Well, I mean, it's probably like ash at this point.
It's
Okay.
it's a bit charred. You're not in the hypocenter, but it's still probably quite charred,
Just kind of
Right.
walk over them and they fall apart.
which is nifty. You don't have to interact with it like with the A button or anything. You just touch it and it goes.
And now another battle. This time,
So
it's 3 zombies.
Oh no, not 3 zombies. Whatever will you do?
the same thing he's been doing for the past 10 minutes.
Trying to take over the world? Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I do like their attack animation where they just kind of like flop on you.
They're trying so hard.
They are.
They aren't skeletons yet, though, so they aren't really as strong.
They don't have the capacity to not give up.
I know. It's tragic, but they're getting there.
I'm helping them.
Are you helping them give up, or are you helping them not give up?
I'm helping them become skeletons. I'm pretty sure if you kill a zombie, it becomes a skeleton.
I'm pretty sure if you kill a zombie,
It's like
you might
it's
just
like a
kill them for
Pokemon
good.
evolution.
I have to comment again on the Stam
You
victory
have a
theme.
living
It's just,
one, a
you have
decaying one, and then a dead one.
you have everything all nice
Just
and symphonic and orchestrated, and then just
The victory theme does sound a bit archaic.
Archaic. Yeah, I have to
Overlap
imagine that
plays.
was intentional. I mean, the music was done by Nobuo Uematsu, and it's not a long shot to say that this game was likely did try to harken back to Final Fantasy in a lot of ways.
Oh,
since
this-
it was
I do like the music that was just playing in the earlier area, though. It was nice and ambient.
Yeah, I will try to post links to the important themes of the game because the music and soundtrack for this game is actually really good.
Oh, I mean, it's Uematsu. It doesn't do wrong often.
I mean, that's really why I pointed it out, because it was just so disjointed. Anyway,
It
looks like we got a cutscene here, so I'll...
Now, you don't have to stop talking.
I just
Oh,
want to see.
whatever.
I just want
Talking.
to. I just want to see.
Keychain Knights!
Oh God, they look worse. They look worse in these cutscenes. Why?
It looks
Everything looks worse outside of FMVs, dude. That's like common.
I was gonna say,
Have you ever played Final Fantasy VIII?
Wait, what the hell is this? There
oh yeah,
still
get
alive.
used to
That's a
this. Get used to this cutscene style.
Whoa.
Hey,
Are we a
you!
comic book all of a sudden?
This game
It's
really,
not even comic book. Some of
That's
those
a-
seem
that-
kind of
What
excessive.
about the others?
That's almost like
You
manga
alone?
paneling.
this game actually
What's your
really
name?
likes to do the
Your
panel
unit?
look. You'll see it in almost
Second
every single
Lieutenant
cut.
Kai Marganar, Commander.
Well, he ain't the
17th
commander of
Platoon,
shit
Armored
now,
Magic
Kime.
Troopers.
It's a miracle
Yeah.
you made it. Come with me.
I
This
get that a
way.
lot.
Unbelievable. One survivor.
Yeah.
I get that a
Amazing
lot
kid,
too.
I'd say. Especially in-
Oh, you're self-aware.
Your design is so bad, the game outright comments on it.
Okay, so here's the crafting. We picked up some whetstones, which are a basic component. The way it works is you find the different components, and it lets you craft new attack rings, things like that. What's nice about it is you don't have to track down recipes. When you pick up components, if you find a new one, you automatically get recipes that use it.
Oh, that's useful.
So you just kind of unlock recipes by finding the parts.
Although I guess, considering that Kime is 1,000 years old, he probably has made these before,
Yeah, I guess that's the
And-
assumption.
and just doesn't have the available tools.
Bruiser Ring Ultra.
And as you can see, you can upgrade rings by basically taking the base one and adding more components to it.
And making them ultra rings.
Got an achievement.
Ultimate rings?
Do you get cyber rings?
Shin
don't-
rings.
Night ring.
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to a lot of the NPCs early on just because I want to show off. All the NPCs have their own names, and they also have like a descriptive title.
Like some kind of adjective or a verb?
Like investigation unit soldier, all that sort of stuff.
Are any of them crestfallen?
Probably?
Soldier overlooking the battlefield.
I feel like
Yeah,
we
so-
need. I feel like we need to have a counter of Dark Souls references at this point.
No counter.
Oh, okay.
Counter gags are old.
So they're all basically boiled down to like one trait or something, like worried or shocked or.
It's
Something to describe their feelings at that
This-
moment in time.
That's exactly what it is. It's basically just how they are at that specific moment.
Okay.
Which I think is nice. Because because it's harder to convey emotions in just pure text. You kind of you do need a little.
It's an
something
interesting
extra.
touch.
It is.
Yes.
Now it's time to go for a ride.
Let's move!